What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Let's do some type-ins, girl. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a set of tape-ins. And let me let y'all in on a little secret. This is my very first time doing a head of tape-ins. Let me just say that I am in love. Okay, so I collected a good amount of knowledge before I just hopped into this. Y'all know I'm not gonna hop into it blindly. So I got on YouTube and looked up how to do it. Shout out to Mad About Michi and also Deeper Than Hair. They are kind of the blueprint, as well as Janae Mickles. They are kind of the glue that held this set of tape-ins together. I learned everything I know from those three channels right there. So with that being said, I am going to perform basically a basic silk press on my client's head, and you all have seen me do that a lot, many times, so I'm not going to talk through this portion. Now, before we hop into these tape-ins, I am going to give my client a thorough trim, just because she needs one. As you can see, we're not hopping into any style without properly taking care of the natural hair first. So starting out, I'm going to section my client's hair off from ear to ear, and I'm going to take my metal rat tooth comb to start making parts in the back to part off where I want to begin the tape ends. Taking the tail of my rat tail comb and kind of using it to make sure that I cannot see through the section of hair that I parted off. So I'm going to lift up that hair. If I can see any metal through the hair, then that lets me know that I need to make my section bigger, because I would be able to see the tape in as well, and we don't want that. So we're going to be using hair from All Natural Tresses today, and the texture naturally wavy. We have 2 bundles and they are in 20 and 22 inches. There are an estimated 40 tapes per bundles, and that was more than enough to get the whole head full and natural looking. So if you're interested in this hair, just go to allnaturaltresses.com. So I'm starting by spraying a light layer of holding spray right at the root to lay down any flyaways to keep everything neat and nice and together. So I'm going to start by placing my tape right on top of the hair, and I'm going to place it about a centimeter, half centimeter from the scalp, because you want to be able to lift this, and if you place it right at the scalp, it won't be comfortable for the client when they lift it into a ponytail. And then I'm going to remove the excess hair from the bottom portion, and that will create a very, very thin piece of hair, to which you're going to add your second tape on the bottom portion, and you'll see me do that here in a second. When you adhere the tapes together, be sure to apply a little bit of pressure. I did see where some people use like a little tool that presses them together. I honestly feel like you don't need those. As I record this voiceover and edit this video, my client still has her tapes in to this day, and we did not use that, as you can see. So just add a little pressure, press them together, use the back of the comb to press them together. Throughout the service, I lift up the tape up and down to make sure that my client is comfortable and that she doesn't feel any tension, excess tension rather, at her scalp. That is to ensure that the tape is not too tight for her. So just check in with your client, make sure that you're applying it a little bit off the scalp so that it can lift with ease. You'll notice that in this back section, I am parting and applying the tapes in a smile kind of formation. When my client pulls this hair up into a high ponytail, this will make sure that it lies flat to her head. So I hope I'm making sense. Y'all know that I am terrible at explaining it, but hopefully you can just see it and visualize exactly what I'm talking about. But just make sure you part in a smile in the back of the head. I made sure that my sections in between tapes were thin. You want to work with thin sections here so that you don't have any obvious gaps. So here, as you can see, there is a space for a tape right on that edge, but it'll be too close. So I'm gonna make sure at my next part line that I put one right at the tip on the edge there so that it can accommodate for that space as well. So here I'm just checking to see how many more of the tape ends we can fit in. If there is a big and obvious gap between her hair, the length of her hair, and the length of the tape ends, then I'm going to continue to add more until that is a seamless blend. So as you can see, where her hair stops, there is a blunt stop and blunt and obvious line, I guess, between her hair and the tape ends. So we're just going to keep on adding, being sure not to take it all the way up to the middle to where we cannot conceal it.
Yeah. No.
So even though there's space for me to fit another tape right there, that is extremely too close to her hairline, and it wouldn't make a seamless look if she were to pull it up in a ponytail. So I'm just going to start a new section, and it seems to work when you put one tape on the side instead of trying to force two in the same space. It seems to work when you just put one. As you can see, her hair is pulling behind her ear perfectly, and I'm gonna do this all the way up this side.
No.
cannot tell me this hair is not growing straight from her scalp. I love this so much. I am a tape-in stan at this point. So my biggest takeaway from this is that it's not very hard to do. The biggest factor is going to be placement. You have to be 100% certain that where you're placing your tapes, it will not be visible when the client pulls her hair into a ponytail, flips her hair when the wind blows. The point is for it to look natural, like it's growing from her scalp. As you can see with the placement that I did, we can pull it into a high pony, a high bun, we can do a low pony, we can wear it down, we can curl it, we can wear it in its natural texture. There are so many options as to how you can wear your hair with the tape-in style. So I'm impressed. I 100% recommend, and I will be doing another video on how to properly take your tape-ins out, how to properly remove them, as well as some maintenance. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, I appreciate you all so much for joining me again today. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. See y'all next time.